Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. I just broke into his place. This shit in space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC East rivals. It's the Patriots and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Throwing Jones. A quick throw knocked away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And caught by Henry. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Jones on first down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So on fourth down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And bringing them out is back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. Is Teddy Bridgewater. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 2nd and 10. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. On 2nd and goal, Tua. His throw caught right around the 6. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones now, throwing on 1st down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. It's not often you see trades within a division, but that's just what happened with Devontae Parker. Spent 7 years in a Dolphins uniform, but was traded to these Patriots back in April. And he makes the catch there against his former mates. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. And tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. They begin with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again, Jones. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Back to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 28 yards. And the Patriots have cut the lead back down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And out come the Dolphins now. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 29, Tua. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he stopped immediately there. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now a give, running left is Harris. Taken down at the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. Back to throw. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. from 21 yards away. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will tie things at 20 all. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tua now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing again on second and 10. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Tua going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now out come the Patriots. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start the drive with Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it,
and Henry's hit. He lost the football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make
So
that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 5 now. Tua eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
A move to New England from Baltimore suited Matthew Judon nicely with 12.5 sacks in his first year of a new 4-year contract with the Patriots. That was a new career high for him, 7th in the NFL, and the most for a Patriot since 2015.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
2nd down and goal. Jones. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because
on a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it.